2019 was a great year in Rochester, Minnesota. Across the organization, teammates worked to provide the highest level of service to residents and visitors. The City of Rochester was named the number 15 best place to live by Money Magazine, the number 5 most affordable place to live by MarketWatch, and the number 5 top 100 best places to live by livability.com. Here are some of the many notable accomplishments of 2019. The Rochester International Airport received 2 awards for the recently completed U.S. Customs and Terminal project. RST also celebrated the launch of Rochester Community and Technical College's Aviation Pilot Program, powered by Great Plains Aviation. The Fall Young Eagles Rally took 200 area youth on their first flight, which were all provided by local pilot volunteers. Rochester Public Utilities completed their Service Center building expansion, which provides for more office space, a new lunchroom, new muster areas, and a larger garage for RPU fleet vehicles. They also celebrated the 100-year anniversary of Lake Ambrose Hydroelectric Dam. The dam has provided RPU with renewable energy since 1919. As a part of RPU's commitment to assistance, mutual aid was provided to Kissimmee, Florida during Hurricane Dorian. RPU sent a crew of 5 line workers and 1 fleet worker. The RPU crew went with approximately 15 other Minnesota utility companies. Also, congratulations to Colton Koster and Hunter Gleason for receiving number 1 overall at the Minnesota Municipal Utilities Association Line Workers Rodeo. The Rochester Public Library welcomed over 450,000 people in 2019. The Seed Library, a brand new initiative, opened in March, and over 8,500 packets of seeds were distributed. The ever-popular summer playlist saw a 26% increase in participation, for a total of 4,613 participants. The library also led the creation and distribution of the summer catalog, which was sent to over 5,500 homes. Finally, the library, with the support of other departments, responded to a September water leak. No small feat for a very busy community space. The team in the City Attorney's Office prosecuted 1,615 misdemeanor cases and 430 gross misdemeanor cases. Collectively, they made contact with victims over 1,625 times. This was to ensure the victims had the latest updates and support they needed for their case. In addition, of the 3 criminal cases appealed to the Minnesota Court of Appeals, all were successful. Michael Spindler-Krage was recognized as a 2019 DWI Enforcer All-Star by the Minnesota Public Safety Department and Minnesota Twins. It was another busy year in the area of public safety. The fire department prepared, completed, and presented a 10-year strategic plan, which is the first ever strategic plan for the department. They also launched a new program where they partnered with area high schools to offer Firefighter 1 and Firefighter 2 to juniors and seniors. In October, RFD added 2 new engines to their fleet. They were dedicated to RFD members who were killed in the line of duty. E16 was dedicated to Stanley O'Brien, and E2 was dedicated to Ambrose Riley. In total, the department responded to over 10,000 calls for service in 2019. In addition to responding to almost 62,000 calls for service, the police department was incredibly active in the community. They launched the Safe City Nights initiative, which was an event held in each ward of the city. In total, over 5,400 community members attended one of the 6 gatherings. The department was the recipient of Mayo's Shared Value Award for the Police Assisted Recovery Program, which is meant to provide non-arrest pathways to treatment and recovery for drug and substance abuse addicts within our community. They also started Coffee with a Cop, the Downtown Beat Initiative, the New Americans Academy, the Lights On campaign, Beyond the Badge, the 411 on 911, and many other public initiatives. 2019 also welcomed the creation of the Development Services and Infrastructure Group. This group is comprised of building safety, community development, and public works. In 2020, the 3 departments will move to the North Service Center. The Community Development Department was launched in 2019 as a brand new department. Since that time, 13 teammates have been hired and are working hard to fill the needs of the community in the areas of planning and zoning, sustainability, historic preservation, and urban design. In total, they have held 57 pre-development meetings, presented to 340 community members, and saw more than 200 attendees at their various open house events. Over 2,200 building permits were processed by Building Safety in 2019. These include single-family dwellings, multifamily, commercial, and more. The total for those permits was valued at over $460 million. The Public Works Department is comprised of 4 divisions. Collectively, the department saw a busy 2019. The Infrastructure Maintenance Division responded to 9 sanding and 12 plowing events. The historic snowfalls of the season brought about a response to hundreds of potholes. There was mill and overlay work of almost 40 lane miles, and crews crack-sealed 45 lane miles of street. The water reclamation plant treated 5.4 billion gallons of water. It hauled 11 million gallons of biosolids to area fields, and there were no effluent violations. Teammate Jenny Guziak received a Laboratory Excellence Award from the Minnesota Watershed Operators Association. In addition, both 18th Avenue Northwest and 4th Street Southwest reconstruction projects were completed. This was in addition to the restoration of the historic 7th Street Northeast Bridge. A large amount of repair work was done to manholes, catch basins, and storm and sanitary pipes. There was a rain garden created as a part of the stormwater demonstration project at the 3rd Street ramp. Public Works also celebrated the bus garage expansion, which brought about 41,255 additional square feet of space, which means 32 additional bus spaces and future electric bus charging capabilities. The Park and Recreation Department celebrated the complete renovation of 8 tennis courts at the Outdoor Tennis Center at Kutzke Park. The Raise the Net community group raised over $400,000 for the project through private donations. The department received 5 grants in 2019, an alternative equipment grant for $63,000, an Emerald Ash Borer grant for $30,000, the appointment of a Green Corps member, a legacy grant for $1.1 million, and a $10,000 state historic preservation grant for the Plummer House. In addition, Parks managed over 100,000 public trees, planted over 1,500 trees, and inspected 6,200 ash trees as a part of the Emerald Ash Borer plan. In 2019, 92 acres were added to our park system. We have added over 423 acres over the last 9 years. Approximate acreage managed by Park and Rec at the end of 2019 equals over 5,000 acres. There are a total of 139 different sites, including the reservoir sites. Annually, millions of people each year visit our parks. The Human Resources Department assisted with the hiring of over 92 employees across the organization in 2019. There were 5 new employee orientation sessions, as well as hosting 5 Brewing for Success trainings. A Mechanics of Supervision course was also added. A total of 97 boxes of HR personnel records were moved over to electronic storage. No small feat. The Finance and IT Department also had a very busy year. Upgrades were made to Oracle J.D. Edwards' Enterprise Budget Accounting System. There were continuous process improvements in the budget process, which included digitizing the decision package and capital improvement forms, as well as a 5-year capital improvement project outlook. The city also received the Certificate of Achievement for Excellence in Finance Reporting again in 2019. The IT area implemented a solution to allow all city teammates, including RPU in the library, to utilize JDE for employee self-service for benefit open enrollment. It also designed, tested, and migrated most employees to Office 365, providing better citywide collaboration and better mobile functionality. The City Hall security remodels have all been completed. Over 2,400,000 pages of paper have been converted into the document management system. Over 366 claims were processed and over 175 purchase orders issued in 2019. The Office of the City Clerk celebrated the 50th year of Municipal Clerk Week with a proclamation from Mayor Norton. In 2019, the team processed over 1,300 new or renewing licenses, over 300 internal and external requests for records, and received over 300 contracts and agreements for execution. In total, there were over 25,000 customer interactions via phone or at the counter that the team completed. On the communications and engagement front, the city's Facebook page grew by over 7,600 new likes, and 205 press releases were distributed. The city used a trilingual approach to education and awareness of the seasonal parking requirements. Polko, an online engagement tool, was launched, and it gained just about 1,500 subscribers in 2019. The city also received the Voice of the People Award for the use of Polko. In 2019, Riverside Concerts, also known as the Civic Music Department, provided the music for numerous city celebrations and functions, including World Music Series, Rochester Fest, Salute to the 4th, Artists in the Schools, and Riverside Concerts Presents at the Mayo Civic Center. 2019 also marked the inaugural season of Forward, Neighborhood Park Concert Series, which took place in various wards of the city. In year 29 of Down by the Riverside Free Outdoor Concert Series, nearly 40,000 people attended the Summer of Purple, which featured a grand finale performance from Prince's former band, The Revolution. Stephen Schmidt also received the Mayor's Medal of Honor for his service to the City of Rochester. City administration welcomed 4 project managers, all dedicated to work related to the Destination Medical Center initiative. In 2019, their work was focused on transportation, Heart of the City, Chateau Theater, women-owned and minority-owned business enterprise, and more. Administration also hired the first ever legislative policy analyst. In 2019, the Mayo Civic Center transition took place, which brought about a new governance and operating model that the City Council approved. The changes will save the city $1 million annually, with the goal to provide even better service in the future. Thank you to all the current and former Mayo Civic Center teammates for their efforts over their many years of service. Mayor Norton was selected as one of Bloomberg's top 5 mayors to watch in 2019. She launched Morning with the Mayor and made changes to the boards, commissions, and committee process aimed to include more community members. The mayor was selected for the Bloomberg Harvard City Leadership Institute. In partnership with the Community Development Department, the Sustainability and Resiliency Task Force, Green Teams, and 2020 Community Sustainability Pledge were launched. The city also proudly supported the Warming Center opening in partnership with the county and other business partners. It also participated in the Mayor's Institute for City Design with the Riverfront Reimagined project as the focus. Finally, the city is now video recording all city meetings and making them available via rochestermn.gov. Here's to celebrating a phenomenal 2019. We look forward to serving the Rochester community in 2020.